player number 12.
Go ahead, kick it off.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's going down?
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Your people. Your favorite. Your favorite. If it ain't, it should be. Fuck it is. Boy,
Yes, you know what it is. Because they always click that like and let us know and subscribe. Tune in, tap in.
Big talk.
Let us know what y'all think.
Got the guest with us today. You know who he is.
That boy Buddha Babe in the building, man.
He over there.
He's here.
Right? Get tight. Yeah. So we jumping off into, man. They want to talk about your boy, man, up there in Memphis, number 12. What y'all want to talk about, man? He a baller, ain't he?
Y'all heard what Skip said?
What Skip said?
Skip said the job might have been initiated into the Crips.
Skip did say that he seen Ja
Skip would
throwing
be the authority to know that shit.
Man, you know, people got their sources. But Skip also said he said what makes Ja not this person.
Okay.
That might have been the most valid thing he said in yesterday's, roundtable discussion with Shannon. Everybody assumes Ja's not this person. Everybody wants to believe that Ja isn't who he's acting like he is. But what if he is just being Ja?
What if he is? Just being a young Moran. But I feel like it's his pops. I feel like it's his daddy.
I probably would say, I ain't trying to cut you off, I would probably say you're right to a degree though, right? Like his daddy ain't got him in the club with the pole.
Was his daddy in the club with him when he had the pole?
I can't say that T wasn't
involved in all types of shit.
His daddy be right there on the side like they're the same age.
I just think, I think it's a conversation that we was having the other day. It's just too much too fast. I think it's some things that's been brought out in both of them, specifically those two, because they always into some shit. I don't know what, the other surrounding cast is about. But I don't really necessarily gonna say this in their character or not in their character. I kind of lean towards that it really wasn't, and now this has been amplified. But I think it's too much too fast, and I think it's something that they're really trying to be, and it's gonna rise up and bite him in the ass because he think he up above it.
Yeah, because they say he pulled a pistol out on somebody, on a kid, just before this incident. Pulled a pistol out on a kid and slapped the kid.
Got to a squabble with him.
Yeah.
I think they said by his own testimony, he put his hands on him about 12 times. He put a little big flurry
on the boy?
On the 17-year-old.
Then on top of that, what makes it even more damning than that, it's supposed to be some mentorship. So the young dude was at Ja's house. All this happened at Ja's house.
Yeah, because I guess they got into it.
Some mentor
boy said he
shit,
just tossed the ball towards him, just giving him the ball.
He wasn't ready to slip
and he wasn't ready to hit him in the face, so Ja got mad.
Ja went over there and put a Mortal Kombat combo on him.
First they say he went in the house, grabbed the tools, bring the shit, said you don't want none of this.
On the 17-year-old?
On the 17-year-old, bro.
Come on.
But that ain't even
that's
it.
why the Grizzlies have to step away. Like, you got to step away.
Before then, there was reports. There was a laser being pointed at the Pacers while they were trying to load their team bus. So
I heard that too.
I think there's just a lot of situations. This is my only issue, right? Because I'm a big advocate for gun laws and gun safety, right? Is this? I don't believe anybody thinks they can take a loaded pistol into their workplace if they work in corporate America.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, people do that shit all the time.
Maybe I'm not seeing it.
It's evidenced by that people going through the damn airport with the fucking guns.
Who you talking about?
Man, it was a motherfucker just went through the airport with a gun cache.
He also had one with a bomb.
Mike Epps got arrested today.
Who? For what? Mike Epps?
Who's this?
A loaded gun?
Yeah.
It can't be loaded.
Case in point. There we
Mike
go.
Epps? Yeah.
There we go.
So
the world is loaded with people. Of course they doing their job.
I guess, bro. I'm not gonna jump down this holy road.
It's evidence that shows that they do. But
$200 million will probably keep me from walking around.
$200 million will keep me with a pistol on me.
That logic that y'all saying.
For some people, $200 million amplifies them walking around with a tool.
I'm gonna say some real shit right now. So why can't he or LeBron don't have to use this damn logic?
They probably do. They say got involved with the shit, bro. These cats
Paul Pierce said after he got stabbed in Boston in his rookie year, I think like 46 fucking times.
11 is up in his shoulder.
Right, in his face.
He got stabbed as many times?
In his rookie career, my nigga Paul Pierce came back to be the baller he is. Shout out to the truth.
Yeah, straight up.
But He just said that he started carrying a pistol after that. So it's not the notion that athletes can't carry a pistol. Ain't none of these athletes that we talking about had 4 or 5 different incidents, slapping somebody over the tour, pulling a pistol out on somebody.
I believe Gilbert Arenas, him and Crittenden, boy, you messed it up for us, man.
Crittenden in prison right now.
My last name is Crittenden. You messed it up for us, bro. They took us off the games and everything. You can't even, you put in Crittenden, back when, you can put your name in there. They'd be like, Williams, Jones. They used to say Crittenden. They ain't took our whole joint off there. None of that no more.
They say none of that no more.
Type that in, it just be blank on the screen.
Blank. But,
so Buddy in jail?
Yeah, Buddy in jail, man. He committed some, man. Yeah,
see, that's weird. That's what I'm saying though. But okay, with Paul Pierce, I didn't know Paul got stabbed.
Crittenden's a great example. We brought him up because I just read about a little story about it like a couple weeks ago.
He's talking about giving a real. That's what made me bring him up.
Crittenden supposedly got caught up with some Crip cats off the books in L.A. Right, and just his demeanor of who he became changed over a course of period of time while he was in the league. The Lakers traded him, and it only spiraled out that he ended up shooting. Somebody robbed him for like some money in the chain out on the street. He rode around all day looking for the dude, seen the dude, tried to shoot him, and drive, hit a woman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, so the moral of the story is Javaris Crittenden was a good player, but he damn sure wasn't John Morant. So if John Morant got to walk around with a pistol on him, and he's almost the face of the league. But for young kids, my son got 14 damn John Morant jerseys. John Morant, I buy a lot of John Morant shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, he really finna be in trouble because they like, how the hell did this pistol
Y'all thought Kyrie did
this shit. Did this pistol get over? What they was going to play at?
Denver.
They like
strip club. The laws on it.
Not that. That too, the law on him because
on his ass.
But the team is on his head because they like, how the hell did you get? So that means you must have had this in our locker room.
Everybody finna be out that boy booty.
That means you finna
it's a federal offense to take a firearm on a plane.
Done, bro.
You know, the team, you had a firearm on the team bus.
You brought another good name.
Who? Arenas?
Yep.
Yeah, now Buddy brought him up. That's what made me bring up Crittenden.
He gonna be out of there. He gonna be out of there. Like,
yeah, he gonna be.
They gave him what the rest of the season. That was 50 games.
50+ games. But man,
and put him out the league.
And he went out the league.
Put him out the league. Never played again, bro.
Boy, that's crazy for John.
Because y'all had these guns off in the locker room.
You see, but I think it's a whole culture. It's also reported that Steven Adams called a team meeting was telling these boys before all this shit and telling them they need to stop going out. See, I just think they got a lot of young punks on the team.
And they said
they got a lot of young punks on the team.
While he was having that team meeting and said what he said, as soon as he said, you know what I'm saying, we need to chill out, stop going out, said John Morant picked his bags up and walked out the locker room.
Oh, hell.
I can believe it. I
heard Skip and Shannon said this morning.
Okay.
That about Buddy walking, getting his bags and walking out. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying that Adams didn't say no names during the whole thing. He didn't point nobody out specifically.
He didn't
throw nobody under the bus.
But
he said what he said and was saying what but he was saying what he's saying.
The problem with this is,
and then he said Buddy should take his bags and walk out.
No professionals on the team. No professionals on the team. Not saying Steven Adams isn't a professional hooper. He just don't hold no clout for a young African American player in that position. You see what I'm saying?
He's
like professional. He's professional.
To me, though, at that stage and in the league itself, race shouldn't have nothing to do with it. When it's Steven Adams or
when it's your squad, it's your team, man.
That's what I'm saying. That steps up and says that's for a specific reason.
It's not a race thing. He's just not. He's not a KG in the league. He's not a big that's made a lasting impact that can go to a young player. You know what I'm saying?
You got a respected voice.
He got
for sure. Steven Adams, don't get me wrong.
That's why he got up and did it.
Then he has more attributes in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
attributes and
Tyson Chandler. He's like Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler was hella respected. He's not like the super Hall of Fame player.
But Tyson got a ring
We got
Chandler
one ring.
got a ring, though.
He got one ring.
Adam
Adams went to the
quick plateaued that, but I understand.
Yeah,
I
see
get
what I'm
you
saying?
know,
Like,
what you're saying,
he
that
ain't
got
really
that
just,
voice.
you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, he really ain't just did nothing major, like.
No,
in the
so
league for
I just
somebody
think-
to be like, nigga, I mean, excuse my language, but like, you know what I'm saying? I listen to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially for a job. You know what I'm saying? I dunk on your.
He done came in the
Job
game.
doing this every time.
He done came in the game and I'm outshining you. So I'm not probably gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
I can't listen to you because you're not me. You're not going through what I'm going through. You're not experiencing what I'm experiencing. I'm the man of this team. I make the ball go type shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what happened right
And
there.
so-
He got that too much in his head. Now
Well, I me and him kind of discussed before. It was no, you don't know why you doing this to me like I want. Remember why you try to do this to me, y'all? He like, see, I wasn't trying to smoke me out. You know, man, what the fuck? I done forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Moran got too much too fast, G. You know what I'm saying? The Grizzlies organization, it got too much too fast. You see, they was chirping at the Warriors and shit. Warriors is 4 motherfucking time champions.
Who's
Okay, so let's talk punishment then. Let's talk punishment.
Let's get to it then. And we're gonna have to move on.
So talk punishment NBA wise. Let's just say that they can't really definitively figure out the timeline of where the pistol maybe is somebody else has done handed to them. Let's just say that gets into it. So let's just say it's just the NBA. What you think the punishment is going to be? Because obviously it's going to be something set on it. They done said a couple days stepping away. That shit done
because
went
they already
past
got
the
him
moment.
down indefinitely right now. He's down. Like
My first thought when I first heard this, my
I thought he was
initial
injured.
thought, no, I said he's done for the playoffs. I said he's done for the playoffs.
Out, bro.
He's done for the playoffs. He's done for the playoffs. He just screwed Memphis.
He might be out, bro. Like I said,
The next thing I thought after I thought about this was I was trying to find something comparable to it. And when I did, I was like, you know who, if I was John Moran, I would call Michael Vick. I would ask him.
No, you need to call Gilbert Arenas.
No.
Yeah, Gilbert's in a whole different mind frame.
Gilbert's had that money though. See, Gilbert was a player who had been in the league for an extended period of time.
That's what I'm saying. He been
See,
bringing the
Vic
guns.
was still relatively young in his career.
He did bring guns in my room.
When you gambling and have a problem with a
Nah,
motherfucker, you pull him out to
that
which one you want to get shot with?
that ain't how that whole
You comfortable
that ain't how that y'all watch it. That ain't how that Gilbert Arenas Javarius
You're right, like the one
situation.
joint, you just push him and that shit's fold out.
It was over a gambling debt.
I'm saying now
It was over a gambling debt.
Not to intimidate
Somebody approached
somebody.
Gilbert Arenas
I'm
with
saying
a
this is what
gun.
I'm saying. I'm not saying he.
And
been
Gilbert
bringing
Arenas
them in
went
there.
overboard and brought a duffel bag
Which one you want?
full of guns
Yeah.
Which one
to
you
the
want to
arena
get
That's
shot
and
what
was
they
like,
did.
nigga, pick which one you want to get shot with.
They already knew that Gilbert Arenas had been bringing guns into. He wasn't bringing guns into the locker room to intimidate. He was just like, I'm bringing guns just in case we get on this road. You know what I'm saying? Things might go bad.
That's what you think.
I mean, you gotta protect yourself. You worth
The
what you
feds
worth.
work for the NBA.
Your
And
worth
the
what
feds.
you're worth. Though. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
You your own
but
business.
that goes back to my point. LeBron, KD, these top
They
echelon
probably
guys,
do,
bodyguards.
They probably do.
Bodyguards.
They probably do got
Security
that strap on them,
teams.
bro. They probably do got that strap on. But they just keep. I bet you LeBron got something in that little
Man,
pretty
LeBron-
bag he be running around with, that little pretty pool
Man,
bag.
LeBron is not finna shoot you and get no gunpowder on his hands, G.
He probably ain't gonna
Hey,
shoot you.
well, why? So they can say, LeBron, you killed somebody. Wrong answer. No, these niggas is not running around with the gun on them,
LeBron
bro.
got the pistol on just in case the bodyguards get shot.
Savannah might have that thing on him.
Savannah might
Now
got it.
Savannah might have that thing on her, but bro, no, man, he who?
Shit, truth be told, LeBron's mama is the one to get that.
Gloria might hit you
That's the
before,
one
you know
you
what
got
I'm
to
saying?
watch out for. Especially if you get a little bit of liquor in there, a little bit of that wine.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just different variables. But I think the KDs and LeBrons of the world, Steph Curry's, they ain't gotta move. They don't move like other NBA players, right? Because their fandom's so crazy. They not going outside, bro. You know, LeBron can't walk the streets of nowhere without a mob on him.
Yeah, that's true.
So he has to go with bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? He can't watch his every shot.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's just some variables to that shit
So
that
what
make
y'all
it.
saying though? Put it indefinitely or just for the playoffs?
See, you gotta ask me this question as two-parted, right?
Because I'm thinking,
you gotta ask me as a civil parent, then you gotta ask me as a fan of the NBA.
I'm thinking he might be done for this year.
But he should be. But he should be done for the year.
I think over the offseason they'll evaluate.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like the season is over right now.
Yeah, he's done.
So
I think he's.
There's only like 15 plus games, 12 games, 10 games.
I'm thinking he's not. Are they making it to the playoffs?
Yeah.
He's not going to
play
the top
seed. So the playoffs don't really count. He's got to be out for the remainder of this season playoffs in a large portion of next year.
They probably gonna hit him about 30 games next year.
I'm thinking like 60.
They will.
I don't think I'm thinking about 60 if he comes back.
I don't think he's gonna carry
the word that we used early was what?
Well,
and I'll tell you
that don't mean come back.
That don't mean
come back. That don't mean come back.
But I'll tell you why they won't though. Revenue. This period is not what it was back when Gilbert Arenas did that shit. The NBA was going through one of its heights and premieres and new stars coming up. Man, all this shit. A lot of these teams are still trying to recover from COVID. And Memphis is one of them because they're in a small market. So I ain't saying that they're gonna be the sole ones to drive it, but the NBA will drive that shit there. I believe solely that they're not. It's not gonna carry over the next season.
Who's the next phenom right
not
now?
Not gonna carry over the next season.
Fuck that.
Don't mean that they ain't got any other ones. But I'm telling you,
Memphis
it's a
revenue
revenue driver.
Wembanyama.
It's a revenue driver, especially the way the West is right now.
For Morant.
It's a revenue driver. That shit is wild.
Freak out.
They ain't gonna go 2 seasons without having Ja Morant.
Speaking of revenue,
yeah.
What y'all think about that Lamar Jackson situation?
Revenue, pay my motherfucker, man. Look here, man.
They need to pay, buddy.
Look, the disrespect. They finally used them words.
That's crazy.
The disrespect that
why
Lamar
they talking
Jackson,
about him like that?
Man, talking about
complexion for the protection.
Saying all these teams wouldn't sign Lamar Jackson.
That's the reason why.
That's what they're saying. All these teams wouldn't
sign. They're trying to create that narrative.
Lamar Jackson.
You made get rid of the black quarterback.
Well, he made it a valid point too, right? And this is something that we got to stop this here, man. Deshaun Watson's fortune with the Cleveland Browns shouldn't affect all African American players across the board. The Cleveland Browns made an idiotic choice to fully guarantee Deshaun Watson's contract, right? So that's the starting point to this whole thing, right? It's not a Lamar thing. The other flip side of the thing is Lamar is represented by his mother, which is unorthodox because most players have an agent that the team's familiar with. They have some type of relationship with. So now they have no relationship with Lamar. They have no relationship with his agent. So, quote unquote, in their eyes, it makes it difficult. Why I'm going to give you $300 million? I mean, if I was Lamar Jackson, I want $300 million guaranteed. That bum got $250, and he a bum.
Well,
we won the same amount of playoff games, and I got an MVP. I'm just saying, if I'm Lamar Jackson, that's the way I feel. He a bum, and he was touching them girls. I don't do none of that. My name clean. I'm pearly white.
Get worse,
when
though.
I smile, I got pearly white.
It's going to get worse, though. And that's the whole situation is the organization that did it because they known for fuck-ups like that. But they made it worse by it being them, which is the Cleveland Browns. You know, they always do sketchy bullshit. The damn owner, his brother, got caught up in smuggling cigarettes through fucking trucks.
So they be
on some gangster shit. They be on some gangster shit. They always have.
The Haslam family don't mind.
So they had always been on some fuck shit. So when it's them doing it, it pissed all the other owners, bro, in the league off. Because not only did it just make them look hard and put some like some asses and put some pressure on them, but it just made that fucking bar go up so high. So now for Lamar, it's in a bad situation for the type of style of the running or the quarterback that he is. How the team done geared their offense to match that, but they haven't given him no weapons though, and that's the other bullshit excuses that they talk about.
Aaron Rodgers got $50 million. He running around a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Aaron Rodgers don't run around like
that.
She don't run around like Lamar Jackson.
I ain't saying. Look, if you leave the motherfucking pocket as a quarterback, running down the field.
That dude right there.
Hold on. Let me make my point. If you leave the pocket as a quarterback, it doesn't matter if you run like Lamar Jackson or not. There's rules for that. So therefore, they don't mind paying Aaron Rodgers, who scrambles at a rate similar.
Is that what that is?
I believe. Every time you watch Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers breaking the pocket to throw, but they don't put him in the same.
But Aaron Rodgers ain't breaking the pocket and moving up the field.
I can pull up 30 highlights right now.
You
Patrick Mahomes ran for 15 yards.
All highlights you gonna bro. Aaron Rodgers ain't running for no 7, 8, 900 yards, man.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not. See, that's not. See, y'all
That's what we talking about, though. That's what we talking about, though. You talking about he run like Lamar Jackson? That's what you
I
said.
said leaves the pocket at a rate.
No, now you breaking it down.
I did. I just said that before. Come on now. Come on now. No, you gotta get this back. You know what? Scratch that. Scratch that. They trying to play beat out here. I ain't going for it, man. I can't do it. And nobody said Aaron Rodgers is Lamar Jackson's running style. All I said is that they didn't have a problem paying a quarterback that leaves the pocket at a rate that would scare me as a fucking owner. Aaron Rodgers. So now y'all saying Aaron Rodgers doesn't scramble.
He might scramble left to right. He might scramble left.
I even agree with you and say that what he's saying. He does get down the field.
No, man.
But it ain't even at the rate that they run Lamar Jackson.
But he runs down the field like a running back.
So he is leaving people stuck in the middle of the field.
But he running down the field like a running back.
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
He running like an old Mike dude.
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Justin Fields. That's the top 3 runners in the NFL. Nobody else is doing no scrambling.
Them top 3 running quarterbacks?
That's the only people y'all label as running quarterbacks.
As running quarterbacks, yeah. I don't label Aaron
because
Rodgers
they
as
rushed over 100 yards.
I label him as a scrambling quarterback
because they've rushed over 100 yards plus in a game. Is that
I labeled Steve Young a scrambling quarterback, and Steve Young could run.
Man, anybody that rushed for more than 20, 30, 40 yards in a goddamn game, you running, man. I don't care what y'all talking about, man. Y'all running, man.
So you telling me Aaron Rodgers is running?
Look here, I watched Jalen Hurts. 1 yard sneak all the way down the field. Y'all told me that was running.
No, we did. I never told you that.
To the Super Bowl, that's what they were saying.
No,
that's what they were saying. So all I'm saying is, if y'all giving credit for Jalen Hurts 1 yard and down the field on people.
That's not.
It's no different than what? He's a scrambling quarterback.
Who?
Jalen Hurts. Is he not?
Yeah.
All right, then. That's all I'm saying.
He is a scrambling quarterback, but that what they was talking about, that 1 yard, that's goal line play, man. That's not really running.
They just popped up Jetson talks with Rodgers and Green Bay.
That's a good segue to head off into that, dude.
Yeah. He's talking about this bastard.
I'm getting tired of this Green Bay quarterback shit every 12, 15 years. Going through this Cinderella, princess bullshit. Like, man, what you gonna do?
Move over.
I mean, for real, make a decision on what you gonna do, bro. You coming out of dark rooms. You visiting? I don't know, what was the last place you went? Man? Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Bro was sitting in how long was he sitting in there?
He got $50 million coming to him, G. This all I'm saying.
In a completely dark room.
Back to my point, man. He's trying to figure out his life. He having a good time. He got $50 million playing football. He's trying to decide if that's what he want to do, dog.
He's trying to decide if playing football is what he wanted to do.
If he want to get this bag, if he want to go snatch this $50 million from Green Bay real quick and run around and throw this damn football.
That's what his contract is at. 50.
Or what?
Or sit up in here and go to a bunch of
dark. Go to another team or retire.
They ain't talk. They ain't talk for the Jets right now.
So
he ain't talk for the Jets.
What are you gonna do the most?
Probably the Jets, but then they just said the Jets salary cap.
He not gonna look right in the Jets uniform.
That's exactly what Brett Favre did before he went to the Vikings.
That's the first thing we went to.
Yeah, and Brett Favre didn't look right in that shit.
Man, I don't even. With him, though. Man, the NFL that's the kind of you can't even segue because it's free agency, right? So y'all gotta bear with me. It's free agency. I'm all over the place. It's been a while. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. But no, man, it's kind of like the Lamar Jackson situation, right? So Baltimore put the non-exclusive tag on him, right? So that means other teams can go and offer Lamar a contract hypothetically, right? Mm-hmm. So if somebody want to be an asshole and be like, oh shit, Lamar's out here, shit, I guarantee him $275 million right now, right? They gonna offer that, and if the Ravens don't want to match it, that's where he gonna go. They'll get a couple of first-round draft picks for him. But that's awfully disrespectful. That's awfully disrespectful
It is.
for how the Ravens are handling.
They handle it. They really handle it, buddy.
Basically
see what I'm
saying
saying?
we're gonna put the tag on you, but also let you go home. See what you can
Oh,
get.
you ain't nothing. You ain't.
Yeah,
Oh,
see
you
what
worked
you
2
get.
first-round draft picks. Here, everything you did for us don't mean shit. Now I can see why Lamar might want to sit out.
And I was finna say, do y'all think he want to stay?
No.
Nah, I think
He didn't want to stay last.
Well, they gave Josh Allen that money without, but they gave Dak Prescott all the way to the last minute. Jerry Jones broke in and gave him money. If Jerry Jones cheap ass break in,
Well, my point is too, Dak got some weapons. To me, Baltimore ain't got no offensive weapons. They got Andrews, a tight end. That's it.
Bateman's all right. Bateman's all
Running
right.
back, they got my boy Dobbins running the ball. He pretty nice. They got a little stake, Dobbins,
J.K.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
But they need some weapons. He ain't never really had some top tier talent in the wide receiver position. It's always been the low. I think the one where they had Hollywood Brown that was there for a hot minute, but he led the league in drops for a hot minute. So it got to the point where my dude had to run. Like, what he gonna do?
He had it turned.
And then Andrews came there, and that became his guy. But shit,
I mean, if you playing football, man, if you playing football to have a tight end to have an outlet, that's awesome as a quarterback. Like,
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a tight end's year. These last couple years been tight end.
But with that being said, you need to have somebody you can.
It can't be the primary.
You can get deep. You can get deep. It can be your primary. It can be your primary if your tight end's athletic enough. Shit, it don't hurt Kansas City.
No, it can't.
Who gives more receptions a game than Travis Kelce?
Man, they got another supporting cast, though, man.
Who's the primary?
It's Kelce.
Okay,
But
you said it can't be done. You said it can't be
That's not
done.
comparable teams, though.
What you mean that's not?
I said they got to have a supporting cast or something.
That's the
whatever
problem.
wide
Now, that's
receivers
the problem.
Baltimore got, and then
Okay,
Kansas City got.
Let me break this down. Kansas City just won the Super Bowl with Juju Smith-Schuster, Valdez Scantling Jr.
Number one at Baltimore.
Who?
I said probably already would be the number one at Baltimore.
But he ain't even the number one. Miko Hardman, he got hurt, so he wasn't even out there. Hell, I don't even know who else they had. I'm not even trying to name Kelce. I'm just trying to think. I only named 3 running backs. McKinnon. Who else they had running down ball?
Get the shit out the backfield. They got playmakers all over the offense.
That's
and he gonna mention the Super Bowl winning teams cast versus Baltimore's cast.
You said your boy J.K. Dobbins, right?
And that's pretty much
hold on. Yeah, Rashad Bateman, he make plays. He was hurt. But he make plays. Rashad Bateman, we're going to put you on there. We're going to get Hollywood and fucking, he in Arizona. Hollywood and fucking Arizona. Fuck Hollywood. Hollywood, Bateman, how you making if he hurt? Because he's a playmaker, man. He's ultimately a playmaker. Andrews is another playmaker. They had another running back behind Dobbins, but I can't think.
Little short buddy, right? Dobbins 26.
Dobbins 27, but it was somebody else.
Okay, yeah.
But they had somebody else, a fourth player. But you got to think of it like this too. I'm not knocking Harbaugh. His little scheme works, but you got to put you even put a real offensive coordinator.
I don't think it even works, man. It wears its players out because it's not just it's too heavy run oriented. So you're gonna wear all them players out. They got to run that ball like that much. But what they're trying to do is because they done made the philosophy that way is blaming Lamar because he can run the ball and saying, well, we don't want to guarantee you that much bread because you run the ball. So you like, man, what the fuck y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all talking about? This is the shit we already ran. Yeah, to me they playing games.
And that's why I said, it's the same situation in Green Bay it is in Denver because you got 2 quarterbacks. One for sure is young enough to get that bread. 2 MVPs. One of multiple
26?
26 years old. Aaron Rodgers 37.
26.
You know what I'm saying?
Aaron Rodgers 37?
Yeah.
That boy look old.
If not older, maybe 38 hell.
That boy look illegal at least about 47, 40, 45. He be out here.
Green Bay need to trade Rodgers' ass. Baltimore need to pay Lamar ass. That's simple.
They be going on these peyote retreats and going in these dark rooms.
Yeah, everybody say something else.
Everybody, man. What?
We gonna use peyote because they be especially with them dark rooms.
They using something.
Yeah, they using something.
a whole bunch of other stuff.
We're gonna say peyote though.
Yeah, we'll let you live with that. Man, we're gonna switch back up to the league, man. How y'all feel about other than John Morant, other than the crazy guy, LeBron and the Lakers? Showtime. They're done.
Yeah, that's all right.
Why? Because Bonnie's hurt. They done won the last game.
They said
Anthony Davis went 2 weeks.
They said he was faking his injury. LeBron, I think.
They was looking pretty.
They said LeBron
they got
was
some
faking his
pieces.
injury.
They got some pieces that kind of,
Skip like to say that.
pretty nice.
Skip,
Did you hear that?
yeah, Skip like to be on Bronny's head live.
He be on it.
Yeah. Skip need to stop
you
that.
know what your boy said.
Skip need to stop that hate right there,
You
man.
know what your boy
I'm
said.
not a
so
Bron.
like, so
I'm not
what-
a-
like, so what happened
Next he
when
gonna say
Brady
he
got
seen the
hurt?
club cheating on his wife.
That's what he
Like,
gonna say
that's the
next.
type of shit Skip be on.
Yeah. Well, I heard he was drinking Hennessy with you last night, Shannon. I mean, you do have the inside.
Right.
Club Shay, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Skip, look at that. Nah, man. Fuck that. We ain't going for it.
Hey,
like a
Skip be
motherfucker.
hating, bro.
Man,
Skip
Skip
be
be
out like
man.
black athletes.
But, man,
Great.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. It shouldn't be the way Skip tried to make it to be. The journalism reporting shouldn't be like that, right? Like, you can have a little bit of fandom, but it should be always like a mature, educated version of that, right? Because you got people that listen and take that shit to heart.
Skip be
You know,
dog and he be dragging through.
man, Tom Brady nice, but he ain't the greatest I've ever seen
Bro,
play
he be
the
on
game.
that boy. He be on
You
the
know what I'm
bottom of his,
saying?
bro. Like, let that man go.
Like I mean, Jerry Rice is still up there. Deion Sanders is still
He-
up there.
he
Bo
down
Jackson
there.
is still up there. You know what I mean? As
Yeah.
football players.
Buddy damn near be writing songs when he be talking about
Oh yeah,
Tom Brady.
boy, you better know it. But you know, I mean,
For real.